Hey there. Today I want to tell you a little bit about a problem that one of my community members has reached out to me about. And I would like for you to see, does this relate to me? And if so, could I use some of these tips? And they're all about managing your time so that you have the best income within the time that you have. Okay, so I'm gonna put my glasses on and read it. I have a problem with giving my time to the projects that will bring me the income. Now, so what I'm hearing is that this person knows that they need to, I'll use the pronoun they, that they need to change their time management such that they are being very deliberate about how they spend their time so that they have the best income for the smallest amount of time. This person is a parent and has a lot of responsibilities outside of this person's business. I want to remind you before I get started with the solution that time management in the productivity success cake is actually up here on the third layer. It's the productivity layer where we have health and we have environment first. So I just wanted to let you know that before we do anything on our time management, we want to make sure that our health is in a good enough spot, doesn't have to be perfect, and that our environment is in a good enough spot, doesn't have to be perfect. All you have to do is go to my website, go to the productivity quiz, completely free. You can see where you rate for your own purposes on that cake. So I want to make sure you know about that and you go ahead and do that. Now, when we dug a little deeper and she went into more detail about this issue, she said that she had tried different things, but that she believed what was getting in the way was believing that everything is valuable. So what I'm hearing is knowing that this time needs to get slotted to a certain kind of work, but yet this belief is happening that everything is valuable. So there's one issue, something to get in the way. And if this is valuable, then therefore it all has to get done. And what we know about having everything needing to be done together at the same time, this is an amazing recipe for overwhelm. And when we're in overwhelm, raise your hand if you've gotten a lot done in overwhelm. It's just the opposite, isn't it? When we're in overwhelm, we don't do anything. We become stuck, we become stagnant, it's like fight, flight, or freeze. That's freeze. So what we don't want to do, so going back to the root, is we don't want to believe that everything is important, because when we believe that everything is important and therefore needs to get done, we don't do anything. I'll stop there for a minute. So that's the self-identified problem thing that was getting in the way of her spending her time on things that she knows is going to be better for her income. So prioritization becomes really important. Then there are some other things that, as we went through in the letter, what I'm noticing, there was verbiage around the kinds of stuff to make income that felt boring, repetitive, unfulfilling, right? So the words are, building my business requires many things working together in a set routine, but I can't make myself do the same thing every day. I get bored and gravitate towards tasks that feed my creativity. Aha. So what I'm hearing is that this person knows what it takes to create that momentum and build on that momentum, but yet there's this yearning, yet there's this boredom, yet there's this lack of dopamine, yet this lack of creativity. And what I'm here to tell you is that behind there's a belief, way deep perhaps, or there might be a belief that it's all or nothing. So either I do these boring things and I make money, or I have fun and I'm creative and I don't make the kind of money I want to. So do you see how these beliefs start to really impact what's going on? And last but not least, we have this person then gave an example of some of the things that do create what this person called inconsistent income. So money was coming in, but it felt inconsistent. So number one, it felt good to get a little money, but it felt bad to be inconsistent. And then when the inconsistent money, came in, this person realized, hang on, I need to do some automation to get more consistency. And I'm going to be willing to bet, because this was the end of the letter, that automation was probably pretty boring. So now we're back to, it's boring to make money. I really want to be creative. Well, I have some really beautiful news for you. The way I teach things and the way I run my own world, my own life, and my own business is that fun, joy, and creativity are not mutually exclusive to earning an amazing living. Not just a good living, but an amazing living. These things can and will and do, and actually, I believe, must coexist. Must coexist, right? And joy and income are not opposite sides of the spectrum. So what I'm going to recommend for your first step to get to that joyous place and really dial in to be able to earn the income you deserve so that you can make the impact that you want to make in the world is to download your guide, your Unscatter My Life guide. And I will put that in this, in the link in this video. And what you'll find is that there's a roadmap. It goes like this: decide, discern, discover, practice, and celebrate. And right now, the person who wrote in, whether they realize it or not, is in decide. Because the decision must be made. Do I really want this? Why do I really want this? What do I have to gain? What do I have to lose? Because right now, reading between the lines, this person is not completely committed and decided. And that alone is slowly killing this person and will completely put a cap on the greatness. And it may actually kill the person, because we can only operate in that kind of a situation for so long. So the first thing we do after deciding, so say this person decides, you know what, I'm done with this crap. I'm going to go ahead and do these steps. The step after decide is discern, right here. Discern. And in discern, that's where we really dig in to what we love, what we're good at, what the world needs, and what we can get paid for. So before we ever get to that productivity success cake, which is discover, we really, really, really dial in on the discern part. And when we're so deeply discerning, okay, then that serves as our North Star. So again, the problem is not being able to focus on the things that make us money. That's the presenting problem. The real issue is some beliefs that are behind here, and therefore actions that then support those beliefs, i.e., when I make money, it has to be boring, it has to be the same thing all the time, and it has to be unfun. And if you believe that, I can guarantee you'll stay in that loop until you die. So we don't want that. We want you to turn that around, make a big decision, a big, bold decision, download the guide, do the exercises, and make your decision, okay? And from there, you can go into the discernment. That's what I have for now. That was a lot. I can't wait to support you. Once you download that guide, there's a place where you can have a free call with me, okay? So that you get your own roadmap. And should you decide to take that step, now you'll be on the road to deeply discerning and therefore acting in your own best interest. And that's why I exist in the world. So I will hopefully see you, if this is calling to you, on the other side. Bye-bye.